loves, welcome back. I know that I have been MIA, but for very good reason. I definitely like to make sure that my family... Oh, Andy! Andy, are you okay, baby? So, she did not make it up to bed. What was I saying? So I definitely like to make sure that I give enough attention. Gigi, you didn't make it either. Oh my goodness. I'm not even going to redo the intro at this point. I'll tell you why they cannot make it up the bed is because today we are going to be wrapping presents and I have a ton of stuff right here in front of me. I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone, and so about a week ago I asked those of you guys that follow me on Instagram, I asked you guys to basically ask me any questions and I would answer them. And so I took a screenshot of all of the questions, and so that's what we're going to be doing in today's video is I'm going to be wrapping presents, or try to, because I'm kind of like anal about my wrapping. But I'm also going to answer questions that you guys have asked me. So I know that I am not going to get done wrapping presents because one, I don't want this video to be too long and drawn out. And two, I personally prefer wrapping presents with a glass of wine in my hand. I don't know why, but it's kind of been my tradition. I feel like that when I wrap presents, I always drink a glass of wine. But I have to get started today because I have more shipments coming in. I'm super behind on just Christmas this year, and I don't know. I'm just really behind on Christmas. So I have a ton more packages coming in, and I don't like to wait for everything to pile up. So I like to wrap kind of as I get things, but I'm behind at this point. So what material is your kitchen? And this is Rich Girl Beauty, Real Girl Budget. I think that's her name. What material is your kitchen countertop, and does it stain clean easily? So it's quartz. My entire, the backsplash in my stovetop area is quartz, and countertops and the island in my kitchen is quartz. It's the same quartz in my bathroom counters as well. It is I don't know, I think it's like called Snowbound. I think it's maybe the color. And personally, like, it doesn't stain. With our last house, we actually had granite, and unfortunately the builder did not seal that granite, so we had a problem with the granite staining. But the quartz doesn't stain. It will, you know, the only thing I will say about the quartz that we picked out, and this is kind of weird, I don't know, the countertops are pretty high. I think that they're like 3.5 feet off the ground, 4 feet off the ground, I don't remember. But for me, if I'm wearing denim jeans and I'm like cooking, or if I have to like reach into a cabinet, my denim jeans will actually kind of rub up against that lip part of the counter, and it'll like stain the counter like that denim color. If I cannot take out any of the stains with like Barkeeper's Friend, a magic eraser, just like a wet magic eraser. I don't need any type of chemicals or spray, but the magic eraser gets everything off. So are you a stay-at-home mom, and do you love it, or would you rather work outside of your home? So I actually run a business through social media. I have YouTube, and then I've done just different things at home. So I actually have a couple of streams of income that flow in to our household. So yeah, I would like to say I'm a work from home mom, but of course, you know, when you're at home, you have all of the stay-at-home mom kind of responsibilities. So when will you be doing another Walmart haul? I loved your first one. I have gotten a huge response on the Walmart haul. I was actually really surprised because I really did not think that you guys would enjoy the Walmart haul as much as you did, but you guys did. And I actually really liked it. I was planning to do another one, and I don't know, you guys can let me know. I still have time, but I was planning to do like a last minute holiday, you know, attire, holiday outfit type haul, but you guys let me know if that would even be something that you're interested in, because suggestions on how to start a YouTube channel. So this is something I get asked a lot about. How did I know I wanted to start a YouTube channel? To be honest, I've done social media for about 5 years, and one of the things that has always scared me is videos. I don't know why, but I just could never get comfortable doing videos. And I knew I really wanted to branch out into like YouTube, and I felt like there was like a calling kind of in my heart to do it. Last year, I guess it was around October, I just pulled the trigger. And the best thing that I can say if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel is to just start. You guys have probably heard that before. The best thing you can do is to just start. Start, you know, getting comfortable being in front of the camera, and start, you know, editing, practice editing. And then from there, once you kind of have an idea, then you can set other goals as far as, you know, maybe fine tuning your editing. You know what I mean? You can set more specific goals in regards to YouTube. But trust me, you won't know what to ask or what to look for if you actually don't start. So where are you originally from? I am actually a military brat. I was born in Kansas, Fort Riley, Kansas actually, and then I just kind of grew up all around, you know, the world, just being a military brat. What does your husband do for a living? My husband is actually an executive for a corporation. How do you keep your Christmas decorations organized after the holidays? So this one is, I'm not organized at all. This year, actually, I plan to get everything in order. But typically, what I will do, and I've already started purging, but typically I will have a bin, and I separate all of my decor, my like tree decor in colors, because I typically like to mix and match. So over the years, I'll change out the colors. So for instance, all the silver will go with the silver in a bin, gold will go with gold in a bin, red, green, and so on. But by having everything in different sections helps me when I'm pulling everything out to decide what color scheme I want to go with for that year. Where did you get your Christmas decor inspo? I honestly, I guess I like Instagram, Pinterest. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what kind of style I have. I actually, if you were to ask me like 4 years ago, if I loved home interior design, style, any of that, I would have said no, because it freaked me out because I felt like I did not have a stylish bone in my body. I liked it, but I did not have a talent for it at all. And just what happened over, you know, the past 3 years, I guess, is I just started to grow like a real just passion for it. So just looking, you know, I like to look at something, and sometimes it's just a picture, something on Pinterest, something in a magazine will just like spark something in me, and I just get obsessed with it. Like I just absolutely love it. I don't like to necessarily copy, but I like to take things from different pictures that I've seen and just kind of infuse it into like what I have. I do like to repurpose a lot of what I do have. I know you're into health and fitness, and I know you're not doing keto. What type of eating lifestyle do you follow? I actually follow a couple different, I feel like because I like to bodybuild, so if you're not familiar, I have done a bikini competition, and I learned so much about just the human body. I typically like to follow, I don't want to say like a bodybuilding eating or nutrition plan. I don't even know if that makes sense. But when I'm trying to build muscle, I will do high carb, but very like dense carbs. So I stay away from like high fatty foods. I'll do like high carb, low fat, and high protein. If I'm cutting, I like to cut out the carbs, and it will be low carb, low fat, high protein. So it really just depends on what I'm trying to achieve. I definitely have cheats. Do not think that because I'm talking about high carb, low fat, any of that, that I don't cheat. I actually have been known to go on some binges, and that's one thing that I struggle with, is just kind of overcoming some of those binges that I like to, those junk food binges, because I'm like a salty person all the way. So if you put a bag of chips open in front of me, like I cannot, like I'll eat that bag of chips in a heartbeat. You put a box of chocolates in front of me, it'll probably sit there forever. So, I mean, I really have to be conscious of what it is that I'm eating, and really just sticking to like a nutrition plan where I know what to eat every morning. I know what to eat for lunch. Like what works best for me, and I know this doesn't work best for everybody, but I eat the same foods. Every morning I will have my eggs and spinach kind of made the exact same way. I'll change it up maybe just a little bit, but I perform better like in my workouts and just mentally like staying on track if I eat the exact same things every day. I just change up my dinner. So I know that's boring, but for me, that's what kind of works. So it depends on what I'm trying to achieve. If I'm trying to build muscle, if I'm trying to cut fat, I will, you know, fix, I guess, my macros accordingly. I know your daughter, let me see. Oh, this is a good one because I've actually been asked this a couple of times. Do you have hired help to clean your new home? Looks like a big job, everything. Enjoying your YouTube channel. So thank you very much. That is from Korean Salt, I think that's how you say it. But I actually do not have help, and it's something I was talking to my husband about. I think that as things get busier for me in what it is that I'm trying to do, like here with YouTube and just with some other projects that I have in the works right now, I am definitely going to look at getting help, because the number one thing that I will say as a mother, if you're a working mother especially, or if you're just a working woman in general, something that I've always done, just, you know, having a household and maintaining like sanity, I have always had somebody help me at least one day every 2 weeks. So when I was in corporate America, I always had somebody come out once every 2 weeks to help me clean my house, because I feel like for me, I was just like on this mundane, like repeat cycle where it was like working Monday through Friday, cleaning, you know, Saturday, all day Saturday, Sunday, maybe spending time with the family, but then picking up all of the mess from the weekend. So I just felt like I was spending my weekends cleaning. So I knew that if I had hired help, at least 2 weekends out of the month, I could dedicate it entirely to my family. So being now a work from home mom over the past few years, I do feel like I may look into that. As of right now though, I'm just too picky of a cleaner to hire somebody, if that makes sense. But I'm absolutely not opposed to it. I feel like if you feel, or if you ever get to a point where you feel like all you're doing is cleaning or you need a sanity break, I absolutely, you know, 100% would encourage you to look for help. Even once a month, if you could, you know, make that sacrifice, trust me, your sanity will be saved. You will not feel like you're about to have an anxiety attack at most times. Which room in your home is your favorite? To be honest, my bedroom is my favorite. I could spend all day in here and I just feel like my bed is comfortable. I love that we added the tree. It's just my absolute favorite right now. What did you do before YouTube? I answered that. And have you always been a stay-at-home mom? No. Did I go to college? I actually did go to college. I did not go to, I went to college a little bit after I graduated high school, but I'm one of those like, not like textbook people that you graduate high school, go to college, graduate from college, get married. Like I feel like my life has been backwards. So I went to college actually as a mom of two. My girls were, how old were they? 3 and 1, I think. Was Alicia 3? I think it was 3 and 1. No, 4 and 2. My girls were 4 and 2 when I decided to go back to college, and I actually graduated with a double bachelor. So I have a bachelor's in marketing and I have a bachelor's in business management. So I am definitely a statistic, but I like to give myself a lot of credit because I feel like it really showed me what I'm capable of. So I had 2 kids, 2 and 4, went back to school full time, and I was working full time. So, and I was basically like a single married woman. That's a whole other story right there, but I basically did it on my own. What city did you grow up in? Do you speak and understand Spanish? I'm a military brat, so I grew up in just different parts of the United States. The majority of my time, I guess, growing up was in El Paso, Texas, which is a border town, and they do speak Spanish. So I understand some Spanish. I actually was president of the Spanish club in high school. So I do understand enough to get by, and I can speak like enough to get by. I think when the dialect is very fast though, I struggle with like the understanding. My husband is Hispanic though, so he's fluent in Spanish, and then his family, they speak fluent Spanish. So I pick up, you know, I pick up enough to get by. Will you stay in Texas the rest of your life? No, I know that for sure. Where is the best place you've ever gone on vacation? Oh, I like that one. The best place I've gone on vacation is, my gosh, there's so many good ones. So we did a cruise, and that cruise we went to the Bahamas, which I've been to before, which is gorgeous. Paradise Island's gorgeous. But that cruise that we went to also took us to St. Martin and St. Thomas, and it was just amazing. I think St. Thomas is my favorite. It was absolutely gorgeous. The water was exactly like what you see in movies. I mean, it was just like breathtaking. So that one is probably my favorite. I love the Virgin Islands. I think that the next place that I want to go to is like Tahiti or Fiji. Those are definitely like on my bucket list items that I would love to go to. If I've never worked out before and have a lot of fat to lose, how do I start? So this is one that when it comes to health and fitness, and I feel like especially because the New Year's coming up, this is probably, I mean, I'm not an expert by any means, but I'll just kind of give my own personal opinion on this. I feel like so many people set such a big goal, and there's nothing wrong with goal setting. I'm all about setting big goals, but they set such a big goal with their health and wellness in general, that when they are not seeing the results that they want to see, because it's easy to give up. You know, you have such a big goal, you're not seeing the results, so it's really easy to give up. So my recommendation, one, is to start off with small goals, but goals that have nothing to do with weight or inches. And the reason for that is because there's so many factors. I mean, I actually did health and wellness coaching for about 4 or 5 years. And I was able to help like hundreds of women. So what I always learned is that we as women, every month, you know, you go through these cycles, right? And so our emotions and our hormones are always at different levels at different times of the month. So you may be giving it your all and be super pumped and motivated, but then next week you may be giving your all and just feel super defeated and just, you know, just depressed about your results. And that's because our hormones play a lot into our health and wellness. And so the best thing I can say is to start off with small goals that have nothing to do with a number. So a lot of times people will say, you know, set a goal of how much weight do you want to lose? Set a goal of how many inches do you want to lose? I actually do not recommend that, because that's the part that so many people end up giving up on. And so my recommendation is to set a goal with yourself, like have that commitment to yourself that says, you know what, today I am committing to getting 3 workouts in this week. Whether that is walking, whether that is going to the gym, whether that's doing something at home, whether it's yoga, whatever. But start off it small so that you can enjoy the process. Too many times we go in and we go balls to the wall and we end up getting sore, and we end up like just overexerting ourselves, and we end up not enjoying the process. And when it comes to your health and wellness, it's not like a one shot, you hit your goal and then you're done. Health and wellness should be a lifestyle change. It absolutely should be something you incorporate every single day into your life for the rest of your life. So if you're not enjoying it, guess what? You're going to give up. So start doing things that you enjoy and start setting small goals. And then start adding to those goals until they compound. So you can set a goal, one, in your health that says, you know, this week I am going to focus on I'm cutting out sugar. But at the end of the week, if I can do that, I'm going to reward myself with one of those like snack-sized candy bars. There's nothing wrong with treats. There's nothing wrong with rewarding yourself with things. However, stick to those goals. Make that commitment to yourself that you're going to do that. And take it week by week. Take it and then maybe increase it. Once you've gotten the hang of it and you start seeing the results and you start feeling better, you're more likely to commit to bigger goals. And so in my recommendation, start small and then compound that way. Set goals that aren't necessarily tied to like a weight or inches or a pant size. You know what I mean? So do it that way. I feel like you're going to get a better enjoyment of the process, which is going to help you set bigger goals, which is going to help you see bigger results. What's your number one favorite store to shop? I would have to say probably Home Goods. I mean, like, if you gave me a gift certificate to Home Goods, I would just be in heaven. How has your decorating style changed over the years? My decorating style has changed in the sense that I'm a little bit more bold, I think. Like, I think I have a better eye for piecing things together, whereas before, I did it and I would kind of leave it alone. Like, I feel like now I know that you don't have to overdo things, that you can have a really nice aesthetic to something by just doing it, with like a big statement and a small statement. Like, you don't have to go all out. Like, I like to incorporate a lot of glam. However, I also like a lot of like comfort and rustic and, without that whole farmhouse, I guess, style. But I love the rustic side of decor. So I think I've learned how to tone it in a little bit to where it fits more of my liking without overdoing it. I don't know if that makes sense, but what do you miss about Colorado? I miss everything right now about Colorado. Oh, this was an interesting one. I was telling my husband, somebody said, I've been wondering if you're a singer. No kidding, it's your speech. You're very good with making sure you enunciate properly. And I actually do love singing. Of me singing, we actually do karaoke. We're huge karaoke family. So every single one of us absolutely loves karaoke. My daughter Alicia, though, does not like singing, so she will like rap or just kind of have fun with it that way. But all of us, we love singing. I absolutely love singing. Like, I feel like I might have been a singer in my past life. I won't say that I'm good at it, but I love singing. What prompted you to start YouTube videos? What recommendation? I answered that one. Where do you find your cosmetic products? I find it anywhere. I go to Walmart, I go to Target, I can find it at Walgreens. I actually feel like Walgreens has better like falsies. And I order some things off of like Ulta or Macy's, but only if they're having a sale. Let's see, what's your favorite thing to do around the house? Cleaning, hanging out wise. So my favorite thing to do around the house is honestly just cuddle on my bed or my couch and watch Netflix. Not gonna lie, that's my favorite thing to do. How did you and your husband meet? My husband and I actually met at work. Where did you grow up and what places have you lived? I told you I'm originally from El Paso. I've lived in Germany for a few years. I lived in Louisiana. I actually graduated high school in Louisiana. I lived in Colorado. I lived in Korea for a little bit, so I've kind of been around. So that's it. I actually stopped wrapping for a bit because I started making our Christmas Eve boxes. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Thank you guys so much for asking so many questions. I am getting definitely more comfortable getting to know you guys and sharing with you guys more about my life. So if you guys liked this type of video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not currently subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I still have a few more videos for Vlogmas left. So I am not done yet. So make sure that you stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.